This presentation provides an overview of qualitative research designs. First, we're going to outline characteristics of qualitative research and then look at 3 specific types of qualitative research designs. There are some specific characteristics of qualitative research designs that I want you to be familiar with. First, qualitative research designs take place in natural settings. So this means that there's no manipulation like we would typically have in quantitative research. Instead, we do what's called field research. So we're out in the field with participants collecting data. That means we have direct data collection, so the relationship between the researcher and the participant is quite different than it is in quantitative research. In qualitative research, we are interviewing participants, conducting focus groups, and observing them, so we have a much more intimate relationship. Qualitative research also includes thick, rich description. This means that we provide very many details about participants, their settings, and anything else related to the phenomenon we're studying. And if you've read through qualitative research articles, you've probably gotten a taste of this. We do this so we can indicate and illustrate a complete understanding of a phenomenon to our readers. Qualitative research also focuses on process orientation. So we're focused on the process of research and not just the outcome. Qualitative research uses inductive data analysis, since we don't have a hypothesis like we normally do in quantitative research. Qualitative research is very concerned with participant perspectives and understanding their point of view on a particular phenomenon. Socially constructed meaning is also an important concept in qualitative research, meaning that we create knowledge together as individuals, not just individually. And then finally, qualitative research designs are emergent, flexible, and evolving. So a lot of times we can even change research questions based on data that we've collected. And I quickly want to give you an overview of 3 specific types of qualitative research designs. There are many, many other types of qualitative research designs, but these are the 3 that we're going to focus on today. And the type of design that you use all depends on your research question. Like we say, everything goes back to your research question. So you're going to want to use the type of qualitative research design that'll help answer your question. Ethnography. This is when we study groups and cultures and is a very in-depth process. Qualitative researchers will submerge themselves into an environment for a very long time. Weeks, months, sometimes even years, doing observations, interviewing with members of that culture, analyzing documents and other artifacts to help understand their way of living. And we also have case studies. A case study is a bounded system that we're examining in a natural context. And there's flexibility with case study design, meaning that we can look at one or more events, settings, individuals, or communities. But overall, it's an in-depth study of a single entity. And there's various different types of qualitative studies. In fact, we often use a lot of quantitative methods in qualitative studies as well. But overall, a case study is a bounded system in a natural context, and that can look like many things, depending on your research questions and your topic. So you could be looking at a single clinic, or a single school, or perhaps a state, or a school district. Sometimes you can just look at a case study of individual people. And finally, there's critical studies. And this is qualitative research that focuses on themes and issues of marginalized individuals. So these are individuals that are marginalized perhaps based on gender, race, socioeconomic status, or some other characteristic specific to your research question. In this role, the researcher is also an advocate, advocating for these marginalized individuals, and often focusing on systems of power, control, and privilege, which we know are closely linked to the marginalization of individuals. Concluding main points. Qualitative research takes place in natural settings and focuses on the participant perspective. We want to know their perspectives on a specific phenomenon. There are various types of qualitative studies, and choosing the appropriate type is based on your research questions and what data you can collect to best answer those questions.